Have you ever had the feeling that someone was watching you? That eerie sensation creeping down your spine, making the hairs on your arms stand on end? I used to think it was just my imagination, until I realized the person watching me was my wife. My name is Luke, and I used to believe I had a normal life. I was married to Lynn, a kind, loving woman. We had been together since college, and for years, she had been my rock. Lynn was perfect, warm, caring, always smiling. But then, something changed. It started with small things, barely noticeable at first. I'd be working at my desk and feel something strange, a prickling awareness that made me turn around suddenly. Nothing. Or so I thought. Until one night, when I turned around and saw her. Lynn was standing in the hallway, half hidden in the shadows, perfectly still, watching me. "Lynn, are you okay?" She didn't answer. She just stood there, her face unreadable, her eyes locked onto mine. Then slowly she smiled. And without a word, she turned and walked away. I should have confronted her right then and there. But I didn't. Maybe she was tired. Maybe I was imagining things. But then it happened again. And again. One night, I woke up suddenly, heart pounding. I glanced to my side. Lynn wasn't in bed. A strange creaking sound came from the hallway. I sat up, peering into the darkness. The air felt thick, suffocating. Then I saw her. She was crouched at the end of the hallway, on all fours. Her face was turned up toward me, her wide, unblinking eyes locked onto mine. My stomach twisted into knots. "Lynn, what are you doing?" No response. She just stared. Then, without breaking eye contact, she crawled backward into the shadows. I didn't sleep that night. I started seeing her everywhere. She was peeking at me from behind the shower curtain, motionless in the corner of our bedroom, her eyes shining in the dark. One night I heard slow, deliberate creaks at the foot of the bed. I forced myself to look. The trunk that sat at the end of the bed had its lid slightly open, just enough for me to see a wide, beaming eye staring at me. She had hidden inside the trunk and was smiling at me. A chill ran down my spine. My breath caught. Then, slowly, the lid closed. I did not move for the rest of the night. When morning came, I hesitated before opening the trunk. It was empty. Lynn was nowhere to be found. I packed a bag and stayed at my brother's place. One night there was a knock at the door, a steady, rhythmic tapping. I peered through the peephole. No one was there. A cold sweat broke out on my skin. Maybe it was just paranoia, but something about the silence outside unsettled me. I hesitated. Then cautiously, I cracked the door open. The moment I did, I saw her. Lynn was crouched on the doorstep, her head tilted at an unnatural angle. I slammed the door shut. I needed answers. I called Lynn's mother, desperate for some kind of explanation, and what she told me made my blood run cold. "Lynn, she can't be there with you." "What do you mean?" My voice came out barely above a whisper. There was silence on the other end. Then, in a broken voice, her mother said, "Lynn died 6 months ago." The phone slipped from my grasp. I turned slowly toward the window, my breath catching in my throat. Lynn was standing outside, her face illuminated by the pale glow of the street lamp. She was smiling. A sharp chime made me jump. A message. My hands trembled as I unlocked my phone. It was a photo, a close-up of an eye. My eye. A sickening realization settled in my stomach. I looked back at the window. She was gone. The night swallowed the spot where she had been standing. And then I felt it. The faintest whisper of breath. Behind me. I didn't turn around. I ran. I don't know how far I got. I don't know if she followed me, but I do know this: wherever I go, however far I run, she will always find me. Because she's still watching, and she always will be. What would you have done in my place? Would you have dared to check under the bed, inside the closet, inside the trunk? Let me know your thoughts in the comments and leave a like to support the channel. If you enjoy stories like this, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss the next one. And remember, some nightmares don't end when you wake up. Some things don't want to be seen, but they are always watching. Some of them are watching us right now.
And remember, the abyss is waiting for you.